Hey, what's up guys? It's Inca 4x4. This video is Overland Expo. I'm here camping out. This is gonna be the Bronco experience. I had a good instructor, and this is gonna be a couple shots of the interior, like kind of what the Bronco could do. Yeah, I got the Gladiator here, parked with the Defender, and just it's been a really good event. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and thanks for checking out.
This is the package these are the marine grade seats, so they can be fully rinsed out. You notice there's no carpet in it, so it's all plastic, and it's got the drain plugs under the
Yeah, that's
so if it gets wet, you can just rinse it out. What do they call it? I think it's a different, no, because this is a Badlands and it has a Sasquatch package, but the extra feature, I forget what they specifically call it. But it's so you can rinse it out, and it has the waterproofing. Now they call them marine grade seats. And I actually have enjoyed the marine grade seats more than the leather seats. You don't get the heated seat. You know what? Maybe this isn't. Okay, so these aren't marine grade seats. They feel a lot like it. I was gonna say it kind of looks similar, but then it almost.
the sport. You guys take on the same course, or?
They start, I think the beginning of the trail is similar, and then they split off and do a little shorter. Some of the spots, one of the hills that we start going up, when it gets muddy like tomorrow, they're not going to be able to make it up those. So they decided it was best that they took a different route. That, and we don't get clumped up on the same trail system.
Yeah.
This one's a little longer than theirs. We've got a shorter course. Yeah, this part where it starts to go uphill, they were concerned that they just get a lot of slippage, and not having the drivers drive, but you guys drive made it a little different. Decided
to keep it easy.
Yeah, easy enough, right? Yep. I was like, man, it's too easy. Let's really show them what it can do. Yes.
The Bronco?
Yeah.
Have you traveled out of it or just driven it?
No, so I don't own one. Just get to do these
fun stuff.
Auto shows to give everyone else rides, and then just doing the actual trail ride has been or doing the trail in Moab has been more of my experience. Just I don't know what's going on here. These guys are messing with me though. Messing up the flow. Where are you guys from?
I'm from Atlanta.
Orlando. Okay.
Or Atlanta.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Not too far from me.
No. How far was it for you?
It was like a 8-hour drive. I left work, just drove here. I don't know what forest I drove or I camped out of, but I camped somewhere and then just made it here this morning.
And what state did you camp in?
Virginia. I was maybe like an hour and a half from here, but I just used the Overland Bound app, and they have like campsites, dispersed campsites on there. So I just found something, and
I know Corey and Michael really well, and I feel so bad every time I see them. I'm like, I'm so sorry guys, I'm never on your app. I'm not a forum person. I don't get on your forum. I know a ton of people that are a part of that whole thing, and I support them as much as possible, but I never use their stuff, and it makes me feel bad. But I also use, it's like I have downloaded Onyx Off-Road and all. I
haven't tried that one yet, but I keep hearing,
there's a lot of different ones. Onyx is really good, and there's an
I use G.O.A.T a lot.
Yeah.
Gaia I have downloaded, but I've never actually tested it out. I honestly use Google Maps more than anything.
Yeah, I use a combination of all of them.
Yeah, I have so many points from all over the country. If you look at my Google Maps and zoom out, it just looks like a bazillion holes on it that it's hard to...
You get like the monthly thing that says like, look where you've been.
Yeah.
That's so cool, yeah.
Well, because I'll pinpoint spots. I'll use a star if it's something I know I go to regularly. A heart if it's something I have been to. I'm trying to figure out how I do it. And then, what's the other one?
A flag for
one you want to go, yeah. So it's like all the places I haven't been yet but are on my radar. I've got those too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, between that and the satellite imagery, you can't beat it. For the off-road stuff, if you're trying to map this guy, it's good.
Yeah.
Google Maps does just about all of it now.
Yeah, it does. Everyone's always like, Google. I'm like, yeah, I use Google.
Do they
it
have
works just fine.
Like tracks like on Google?
It depends on how popular it is.
Yeah, that's a little. I'm trying to think, what's the main before Onyx came out. There's what's the name of the app that I have? I have a subscription to it. It's kind of expensive now that I think about it, but it is called.
The one that they have like a GPS thing, is it?
Yeah, where it can track your actual trail,
wow,
where you've gone, so that you can backtrack through it, or if you had to pre-run or something like that, you could do that. We've done a lot of competitions where we had to do pre-running ahead of time to make sure we knew our route, and so that's where those features really come in handy. Are you talking about something completely different?
No, like just like in G.O.A.T, I mean, like where you could share like, oh, this trail to someone, you could send it to someone, like a GPX.
Yeah, you can do that in Google.
Oh, you could do that on Google?
As far as I know, you have to do that back-end work on a desktop.
Oh.
Rather than on a mobile. I don't think it gives you all the features on a mobile.
But you can plan it out and share it and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, there is a lot more you can do once you look at it on your computer.
Yep.
And just so you guys know, I'm in the G.O.A.T mode. I think I've
that was such a good name. That was such a good name, G.O.A.T mode.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Whoever came up with that G.O.A.T mode.
So I'm gonna be completely honest. Why does the Bronco Sport ride so much nicer than this?
Bronco Sport is an SUV.
I know, but why can't they figure out how to get?
Never gonna ride smooth.
Oh, come on.
What vehicle are you gonna find that holds 35-inch tires or bigger and actually has a smooth ride?
I'll say.
G.O.A.T and Gladiator,
yeah,
when you get a good suspension on it, has smooth.
Well, these seats are comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, I haven't sat in the front, but the ones back here are really comfortable.
Like, I would love this as a driver, but sitting in the back as a passenger, I can start to see how people are like after hour 4 of wheeling. Like, yeah.
I don't think I'd want to sit in the back of any. I don't know. I'm either a driver or navigator. I'm never in the back, and that would be hard in any off-road vehicle to be sitting in the back for me personally. But I don't know. This thing rides a lot smoother than my TJ does. But my TJ just going down a smooth road is bumpy because of that short wheelbase.
Yeah.
But it also has an 8-inch lift in the front,
oh, wow.
37, so I can't expect it to be
lift.
smooth.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's just cheating now.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, if there's any spots you guys want to get out and take a picture or something like that, just let me know as long as it's safe.
Oh yeah, like I'll get out and just the next spot that you think is something like that, I'll just get out and just take a quick video of it. That's cool.
Yeah, I think...
unless we're not allowed to get out first.
No, I think you can. There's a spot. There's that one. There's that water crossing. There's a little muddy spot. It's a little creek thing. And then there's another big one if you wanted to do that. But I might have to drive across and drop you off and then back up and go across it, because I don't think you want to wade across the water. It's not that deep, but it'd be over your shoes.
I did bring Crocs, so I'm down. I'm down for whatever. So I have spare clothes in the car. And
so you're only driving them on like predetermined tracks. Are you doing like hard miles and highway or like roads with them other than off-road?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Not between these shows. No, these things just get shipped out here.
Yeah.
They have us run the course, do our thing, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So I have not really done many road miles besides just a little bit.
I mean, it's a capable vehicle, no doubt.
I know,
and I wish this course was a lot harder. This is such an easy trail that it's really just a cruise.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need some rocks and some things to really like show it off. And it's just not available here, so we do what we can.
Is that like an official like partnership with like 4-Wheel Parts for a lot of the accessories, or?
Because 4-Wheel Parts, ARB. RTR, all of those companies have partnerships with it so that they were able to make the first aftermarket parts for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That's because when I got one of the launch edition Gladiators, and like I remember at the beginning the parts were, were kind of hard to get to.
And it warns you about clearance too.
Yeah.
Fancy.
It's like those bumpers trying to say, hey, wait a minute. It's like just because you're at that angle. Turn on the front locker. We put this log in the way just to add a little something, but it's so silly. It doesn't really even need lockers. It's just the only thing we could really do. If you wanted to, that's a good view of the tires so I can see exactly what I'm doing.
Split on both sides.
There we go. Get a little slippage in it. That's because I didn't put my locker on. Makes it a little more fun that way. Only tires spin. So if you watch it, when we do the auto shows, we do it in a sand pit.
Yeah.
And that's where it really shines because the manuals don't have that option.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have that in a manual. So you'll see the manuals make the turn and they make the widest turn possible in that little sand pit just to clear it without having to back up, do a multi-point turn.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones that do have that feature do it, and you see just how tight of a turn it makes. So say you were stuck in a rock section, rather than having to back up and go forward to position yourself just right, you can turn that on, crank it, and just pivot yourself just a little bit, or do like a full-on donut.
That's pretty cool.
If you wanted to. So this is the other spot I was talking about.
Off the table, because obviously if I ask you what your favorite vehicle is, you're going to pick the Bronco.
I know, lately it has been this damn
other
thing.
than the Bronco, set the benchmark for me.
I'm more of a Jeep person. I own a 2001 Jeep TJ.
Okay.
And,
nice.
So an old school,
Yep, an older one, and she's a manual, so of course it's like, you know.
I saw the
older
blue one that was
technology.
manual.
Yeah, so that one's a manual. The one behind us, the red one that's following us, is also a manual. So it doesn't have some of the features that this one has. But yeah, I'm more of the old school person. You know, I got the crank windows, and it's like if I want to disconnect the sway bar, it takes me 20 minutes. I got to hammer on it and beat it up, and 30 minutes to put it back.
It's part of the experience, no?
And I know, right? And then you have this thing where everything's just right
it's just
here.
buttons.
It's kind of wild, and you really do get spoiled, like spoiled to the max.
I have like a 97 Land Rover Discovery 5-speed. That's like my favorite vehicle, but my camping vehicle is my Gladiator.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was one of those launch editions, and I kind of regret not getting the manual transmission one because I prefer like a manual transmission.
Yeah.
Can